Hi. A month ago, I moved from Bulgaria to the Netherlands after my life went completely crazy over the last year. I was diagnosed with two mental health conditions by several different mental health professionals. One of them is bipolar disorder type 2. The other one is borderline personality disorder. And on top of that, my boyfriend of almost 9 years broke up with me on May 1st, which was a very surprising experience because this separation is not like the breakups I've seen people go through, and it's very scary for me to be restarting my life from scratch at 33 in a very vulnerable state. But a month ago, on June 3rd, I landed in Eindhoven, the Netherlands, from Sofia, and since that day my life has literally changed completely. I traveled to 5 countries in 30 days on a low budget, and actually at one point I was in 3 different countries in 10 hours, which was dope as fuck, and it was really scary too. I missed my first flight ever because I went to the wrong airport. I got scammed and lost money I had to borrow from my ex. I, at the same time, am living right now, currently inhabiting this gorgeous place in the heart of Eindhoven, and I am cohabiting with a Honduran guy and an Italian guy and a Dutch guy who lives in this space. He's currently in Kenya, and he's letting me use his room because I was supposed to be actually moved in my new place, but I got scammed. I was supposed to have a 22-year-old for my 33rd birthday, but that didn't happen because somebody has stolen the identity of this 22-year-old Dutch girl and is scamming people with it. And I was actually a victim in a very intelligent, well-planned, deliberate, manipulative psychological scam. And I lost 1,200 euros, which I didn't have, so that happened too. But at the same time, I am already, and this is very scary to say, but I'm already, leading people, working with people in a capacity that I never have before. And I am conceptualizing strategies for a local business in the food space to increase their sales. And I am doing so much art. Actually, I wanted to do this in this setup because I haven't shown all of the art that I have been making over the last year all at once. And I thought that for the first video of what would become probably yet another experiment that I abandon eventually, because if it's too complicated and if it doesn't have enough upside for me, I won't do it. But for now, I'm going to experiment and try to do as many of these vlogs as I possibly can. So I wanted to start out with just showing some art, showing some of my drawings, showing some of the things that I've done over the last year, and basically showing what happens when you give yourself the permission to engage in agenda-free, open-ended, creative exploration of your soul, psyche, mentality, mind, whatever you want to call it, whatever works for your spirit, because that's what I had to do since last May, really. And over that year that is now turning to what is like 12, 13, 14 months of transformation, such ridiculous shit has happened to me that I really can't believe it was me that this thing happened to. Like, the insanity of the things that I experienced, the slim chances of these things happening, so many of these things, that to me feels weird. And I thought I would share that with people because maybe somebody else will find it weird and entertaining. And so I'm going to basically talk about the last year of my life and what happened and how I ended up from a 33-year-old single female, recently separated, with mental illness, limited savings, and no stable source of income. How I turned from that person into a person who is living in this gorgeous, gorgeous studio in the heart of Eindhoven with this dope ass balcony that I'm gonna show later. And I can be making art here, and I can be creating, and I can be building my life. And I was fortunate enough to be hosted by incredible people in Vienna, Brussels, and Valencia. I met incredible people in Venlo and in Rotterdam. I just recently went to Breda. I've been just living this very unusual life, and art is a huge component of that, because my process of co-creation with my inspiration and creativity is very interesting, because I allow myself to be the vessel. Basically, how I transform what I consume into something that can be experienced by other people. The way I do this is through my creativity, and I get inspired by everything in my life, by conversations I have with people, by people I engage with, by things I see, things I hear, music, movies, books, obviously, podcasts, a lot of that. Just art, other people's art. That's why I consume a lot of modern art, just because I am a very abstract thinker. My stuff is weird. My style is very trippy, doodly, psychedelic. It is very kind of childlike and innocent, but at the same time it deals with very difficult subjects, such as this one. This was one of the first NFTs that I sold. I have it on a shirt, I have it on on some stickers and some other stuff. This is one of the pieces from my Octomorphosis collection. And this is called the Bipolar Warrior, I think, and I made that soon after I was... I think I wasn't even diagnosed at this point yet when I did that. And so I am here just creating. I actually sold a bunch more NFTs recently to women. All women are buying my NFTs from this new collection, and they are buying wild NFTs. They are buying ballsy art, and I'm proud of that. And two of them are Bulgarian, so Bulgarian women. One is an artist, one is a marketeer. They're buying my NFTs, and one of them, who I am probably, so proud, she is one of my collectors, and I hope she's watching this. One of them is going to get these ones very soon. I'm gonna show you. I put them in frames, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to ship them with the frames. So she purchased first this piece, which, oh my god, I forgot its title. I think it was The Raging Volcano or something like that. So she purchased that one, and then she bought two more, which are basically two of the most special pieces of mine. They are part of the very first drawings that I created last year when I was still deeply depressed, severely depressed. I only had like a notebook on me and a gadget that my ex gave me that I drew on, and then turned these drawings into these paintings. So that's one of them. This one I think is called The Courageous Goddess. I should know the names of my artworks, but there's a lot of them. And then this one, and they are both very, very special and both very, very rare. And she's actually getting a pretty good deal on them. But she's also very instrumental in my life right now, because I am at the end of my money, and I'm just starting two awesome gigs here locally that I'm gonna use to, pay for life until art is able to sustain me. But right now I'm struggling to put up a simple WordPress website where I can put up all of my art. I actually have several hundred. These are some of the ones that I haven't published, and then there's so many. Just like so many. These are from the first collection, and I want to sell all of these. I want to sell these as originals. I want to sell posters. on-demand posters. I want to sell merch, t-shirts, blankets, cups, anything people would want to have with my art, but definitely shirts. I make shirts too. I made this one and I want to teach people how to do that because it's fun and easy and therapeutic and creative. And yeah, this is my life right now. I have no idea how that's possible, but I know exactly how it happened and I want to tell the story. And if you want to hear the story, let me know, reach out. Definitely let me know, because I'm doing this because I feel really lonely and I feel like I've got valuable things to say. And if there's one person who ends up hearing this and finds some meaning in it, that would make sense for me and for my journey, because navigating mental illness is not an easy adventure and it's a full-time job in and of itself, but it's not a life sentence. I'm not a victim. Learning to turn pain into power has been the defining theme of my life and I want to pay that forward, and this is the beginning. So if that sounds interesting, stick around, come for the ride. I will try to explain all the craziness that happened over the last year and allowed me to turn my pain ultimately into power. If you want to see more content about art, self-care and mental health, subscribe for the channel, hit the notification bell, and you will get updates with my latest adventures, experiments, and inquiries into the realms of all these wonderful things. Greetings from Eindhoven, and until next time.